if you are truly happy being alone, you've reached somewhere spiritually. But if you are sitting alone just to make sure that nobody else can hurt me, nobody else can have any power over me, I don't have to deal with the nonsense of other people, then that is just an escape.
Avoidant.
That is just you being avoidant. And you're going to die unhappy because we are social creatures.
Yeah.
Connection is extremely important to us. And if we cut off that connection, we are cutting off half the beauty of being alive.
Yeah.
You know, all of our emotions are coming from love. तो फिर क्या ही फायदा? But like I said, no, ये हम spiritual jargons को इतना misuse करते हैं that नहीं मैं I am on a spiritual path, so I like to be all by myself. But when you're all by yourself, you are just constantly texting 500 friends and going from one reel to the other on Instagram. You're not doing something productive with your life. It's not like you're going and doing tapasya somewhere or you're becoming stronger. But if you are absolutely independent and your life is moving, you can see it growing, you can see it flourishing, you're doing a damn good job. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर एक इंसान को किसी के साथ ही होना चाहिए. नहीं भाई, some people are much better off on their own and they should have the full right of spending their life by themselves and with themselves. Do you know that sometimes if it is one of our last lives for a while, the soul will choose a life जहाँ पे marriage नहीं है, parents के साथ थोड़ा detachment है, बच्चे नहीं हैं. As much as on the human realm we start feeling like बच्चे चाहिए, बच्चे चाहिए, बच्चे चाहिए. But अगर आपका कोई बच्चा है तो impossible है कि आप वापस नहीं आओगे क्योंकि इतना attachment हो जाता है. So we plan a life where this time I want to be alone. But at least be happy. At least work on yourself. Then you know that this is a spiritual alignment with you being by yourself.
There are some people, I think, in my observation, especially nowadays, where marriage is not happening very easily, right? And I think go back 20 years, at the age of 25, you would see most people married off. By 30, most people would have 2 children. Nowadays, even at 30, people are still looking for partners, still deciding whether they want to be married or not. On the contrary, also, we are seeing at 30, 35, lots of divorces happening, which you would never hear of before. Do you think this is also all a part of karmic cycles, or do you think this is who we've become? Intolerant.
Well, we have become intolerant also. But a lot of people in this generation are breaking dysfunctional patterns that their ancestors lived through. A lot of people, our grandparents, great-grandparents, parents, they lived through marriages that were not healthy for them. They lived with partners that were dominant and controlling and didn't give them the freedom. So this generation is saying, we don't want any of that. We are wanting to choose differently. So, hey, good job on that. But it's also that this generation is trying to look for the perfect partner or the perfect fit who will make their life simple, and that is a recipe that is non-existent. You got to make yourself a partner that somebody else would like to have, and then you find a match. But there is no perfect partner out there. In fact, every single person, I've been married for 25 years, who my husband married in 2002 was a very different girl from who this woman is in 2026. And I actually asked him, I said, if I was this person in 2002, would you have married me? And he hesitates. He'd be like, yeah, why not? Yeah. But I know that's a no. But we all evolve.
We all do.
And the man will evolve, the woman will evolve. So when you are selecting a partner, you will possibly select somebody who could look perfect for you for that timeline.
Yeah. Only that moment.
Only that moment. Yeah. Only that 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
Correct.
But as your journey changes, you may feel like this is no longer a fit for me.
Yeah.
But then commitment is a decision. It's not a blessing. It's a decision that you take every single day. That I take this person with me. I travel with this person. Very often in the journey of life, people get separated when they're both moving forward initially together, then one moves faster and further and the other one says, हाँ बस मैं थक गई, अभी मुझे नहीं करना है आगे, क्यों करना है? That's where the disconnect is. That's when this partner starts feeling like this one is not matching up, and this one feels like, यार तुम तो कहाँ चले गए, ये तो अपना plan ही नहीं था, I तो just wanted this.
Yeah, correct.
That's when their paths start separating out. But they stay together for the children, but that's when the infidelity will come in, that's when the complications will come in, the complaints will come in. If you keep waiting for the right partner, you're going to die old and alone.